outreach, and much more. Let's give a hand for that. And so that definitely would not be possible without all of your agencies here today, but also would not be possible without the wonderful staff of HCD, Kimberly Mitchell and her team, Homeless and Special Needs, over there in the corner, if y'all don't mind raising your hand, and then you can give them a hand. And then the Office of Neighborhood Engagement, represented today by our Deputy Director, Felicia Harris, and the one team is in the back. Let's give them a hand. I know they work with y'all on grants and everything, and so we just appreciate them and appreciate y'all. We're excited to have several new partners being awarded today, including A Way Out Ministries, Generous Life, Alpha Memphis Education Foundation, and a few others. We appreciate all of the work that you do and acknowledge you for that. We're grateful that the city is able to support the work that you do and community agencies through these funds. We have a short program. We definitely want to recognize each and every one of your agencies and give y'all the recognition that you deserve. With that, I'm delighted to welcome Mayor Young to share a few remarks on this occasion. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Director Cash. It's such an honor to be here with each and every one of you. So many faces that I know, and I know all of the great things that you're doing in our communities. And I just want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to each one of you for being represented today, but thank you for showing up for our city. There are so many residents in our community that may not know any of our names, but this work that we're putting in is for them. And so I want to say thank you for that. I want to thank the Housing and Community Development team. You know, I try not to pick favorites when it comes to city divisions, but this is one of my favorite divisions, not just because I had the opportunity to work with this division and I know many of the people and the work that they put in each day, but because I know what this work represents. It represents hope, it represents opportunity for people that are sometimes in some of the darkest places of their lives, and you all provide that light for them. And that light is able to be sparked in part by the dollars that are able to come through this strategic community investment fund. So for me, it really isn't just a line item in the budget. It's a vehicle for hope and for opportunity, and most importantly, for action. Through SCIF, we get to partner with nonprofits like you all who are doing real work on the ground in our neighborhoods and often with the people who need it most. We've had the opportunity to partner with many of your organizations, groups that have been on the front lines of housing insecurity, elder care, and support for the vulnerable populations of our city. And I want you to know that we don't just fund those efforts, we stand with you in those efforts. For the past 2 years, we've invested more than $10 million through our Strategic Community Investment Fund into organizations like you all that are moving the needle and not just talking about change, but actually delivering the change. This year, we're awarding $6.5 million, as you heard from our director, to 35 different organizations that are leading initiatives all across the city, from transitional housing and education to neighborhood beautification and senior care. This is what it means to say yes to our community. These are real solutions, there are real lives, there are people behind all of these dollars. I know sometimes in government we get caught up in all the vernacular and the bureaucracy, but at the end of the day, it's about the people, real lives that are being changed and real neighborhoods that are being strengthened. And so, again, I want to thank HCD for being at the heart of this work, for helping us drive investment into housing, into revitalization and community building. And not just with federal dollars, but also through strong local partnerships like the ones that we celebrate today. And so I want to remind everybody that Memphis doesn't rise on good intentions alone. It rises when we work together, when we align resources and purpose. It's when we say yes to building a city where every person in every neighborhood has the opportunity to thrive. And so thank you all again for your hard work.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Felicia Harris, Deputy Director of Housing and Community Development. And so I'm here to present the awards to our agencies in the category of Neighborhood Partnership Grant This grant is designed to support nonprofit organizations in their efforts to promote community and economic development activities that benefit local citizens. So activities such as youth development, workforce development, beautification, things of that nature. And so if you are present here today, I would like you to come when I call your agency, and we will take a group picture with the mayor and as well as the director. Binghamton Development Corporation, $15,000. Christopher A. Pugh II Center, $15,000. Giving Youth a Chance, $15,000. Rise Memphis, $15,000. School Seed Project Stand, $15,000. Service Over Self, $15,000. And Youth Actors Guild, $15,000. Thank you all so much.
Great, and did we miss any neighborhood partnership grantees? Wonderful. Kimberly, do you mind coming up and sharing a little bit about your programs?
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I see so many familiar faces out here, and so glad that you all could definitely come and participate. So the first category that I will start out with is dealing with our HOPPA grant. That particular grant is for people with HIV/AIDS, and we provide housing and other supportive services through that particular program. That is our largest grant that we have. We receive around $3.5 million every year. So these particular agencies that will be coming up today are the ones that are in our community providing the housing services to our community and people that need it the most. So the first agency that I will call is Friends for Life. They received over $1.9 million, and this is across 3 different contracts. Next organization will be Case Management. Come on down. They received $502,900. All right, next agency that we have, if you haven't been to this particular organization, they also have a daycare for children who are infected and affected by HIV. And the first time that I went and actually read to the children was absolutely amazing. They were so excited. So come on down, Hope House. They received over $1.7 million. Yes, ma'am. So we're going to take a group picture. Oh, a minute. All right, give them a hand. All right, next organization, or let me start by saying this. Community Alliance for the Homeless serves as one of our nonprofits that's responsible for our continuum of care program here in the city. So part of their responsibility is to putting together a very large grant on behalf of the city. I want to make sure I don't misquote this. Over $12 million have come into the city as a result of the hard work that they have been doing for our community. So they receive non-federal funding as well as federal funding. So we're going to ask Community Alliance to come on down. Their total amount is $432,500 even. All right, next organization that I'm gonna call up is one that a lot of people are familiar with, which is MIFA. They have 2 different contracts with us for a total of $305,000 even. So the work that MIFA does, a lot of you may or may not be familiar. They have a homeless hotline where if you are homeless or a family experiencing homelessness, can call this number. That number is 429-4545. So that's the number that they can call if you see a family who's in need of housing, okay? And next, we're gonna keep going, stay up. We're gonna keep going with our community service grant. So this particular grant is fairly funded as well. So this grant is for people that are serving the population who are homeless and have a special need. Special needs could include people with mental disabilities, people dealing with domestic violence, people with HIV, elderly frail seniors, as well as at-risk youth. And so I'm gonna start that list. First agency that I would like to call is Memphis Child Advocacy Center. They'll be receiving $36,000 and double that for 2 years, for a 2-year period. Next agency is A Way Out Ministries. This is one of our new agencies. Welcome aboard. So just, a lot of you all may not have ever heard of this particular nonprofit, so the work that they're gonna be working on is working for a lot of our professional dancers in the community, trying to get them off the street into some more positive environments, let's just say that. Okay, next agency is Generous Life. Okay. They're gonna receive $31,000, so we appreciate that. Whole House, they're up again for $32,000. Okay. Downtown Memphis Ministries. Present. Okay. That particular program deals with substance abuse. Next agency, Kindred Place. We want to welcome them back. We haven't funded them in quite a while. They provide mental health counseling. Okay. And they will receive, make sure I get their amount right, $33,000. Youth Actors Guild. Are they present? $31,000 will be going to them. Friends for All. Okay. That will be $32,000. Memphis Medical District Collaboration, $31,000. So this particular organization, wanted to spotlight them for a quick second. They're going to be doing work where they actually do training for people in the healthcare industry. So if you know of some individuals who need to get that assistance and get that help, they'll be the ones to call. Innovate Memphis. All right. We appreciate Innovate Memphis. They do a lot of transportation services for our most vulnerable population, so we appreciate their work as well. They'll receive over $32,000. YWCA of Greater Memphis. Come on down, Ms. Gwen. So that's $33,000. So those of you may be familiar with them. They provide shelter for dealing with domestic violence. Synergy Treatment Center. $35,000. So that's substance abuse. Salvation Army. $35,000. All right. We appreciate them in our community, which is right there on 696 Jackson Avenue, providing shelter for our homeless population, homeless families. Creative Aging, $36,000. Beautiful. We have a new executive director. Welcome aboard. All right. So that's it for the community service grant. So we're going to do a group picture. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate all the hard work. All right, the next particular grant, we have one organization who was awarded funding under this particular program, federal funding that we have, and it's dealing with called Home Tenant-Based Rental Assistance. So for that particular program, it assists, of course, you have to be homeless and have a special need. And so that person or family can stay on that program for up to 24 months of rental assistance. So with that being said, we're going to call down Agape if they're here. Okay, seems like they're not here. Okay, they were awarded $360,000 for over a 3-year period. Okay. All right, next funding source is the Emergency Solutions Grant. That particular grant is exclusively for our homeless population here in the city. I know that many of you all see our unhoused families and unhoused individuals living out on the street and in uninhabitable environments, but their aim is to get them into housing, okay? So with that being said, we're gonna start with the first organization, it's Room in the Inn. They were awarded $83,000. They'll be providing emergency shelter services. Next organization, Michael, come on back up. They were awarded $182,000. So for that particular grant, the funding will be used for money to rapidly rehouse families back into their own housing, as well as if some of them need hotel motel stay, there's funding for that as well. Next organization is Catholic Charities. All right, so with Catholic Charities, they're going to be doing some street outreach work as well as rapid rehousing. They were awarded $107,000. All right, next organization, Salvation Army. All right, Salvation Army has been awarded $78,000, and they're going to be providing emergency shelter work as well. Next organization, come on down, Hope House, one more time. This is Hope House's first time receiving emergency shelter funding. They're going to be using it for, I think, a food pantry? Street outreach, I'm sorry, I got it. There we go, street outreach. Okay, so that is for $18,000. All right, thank you. All right, next organization is YWCA of Greater Memphis. Come on down, Ms. Glenn. And that's for $50,000 under the emergency shelter activity as well. So thank you all so much. Good picture.
All right, thank you, everybody. Well, once again, that concludes our program. We're so glad many of you all could make it here today. Thank you, Mayor Young, for your participation, Ms. Mitchell, Director Harris. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great afternoon, and thank you. Try to clean up some of the kinks. This one.